So if you're watching this video, you are probably wondering how is the best way to climb a tree using a Petzl zigzag with various different types of ascenders, because that's pretty much the name of the video. So as you can see here, I've got a really basic setup using the zigzag and a moving rope system running up and down the tree. What I'm doing here is I'm using the zigzag just on its own. So I am doing all of the pulling to get myself up the tree using just my fingers. I'm basically pinching the rope using my thumbs and forefingers to try and pull myself up the rope. So all of the effort is pretty much being done by my forearms, my wrists and my fingers. If you have to climb a tree that's really quite tall and you're wearing much more kit than what I'm wearing now, then this is a quite inefficient way of climbing because you're going to be pretty knackered by the time you get up there. On smaller trees, it's not so much of a problem, but with something bigger, you might want to introduce something like this. This is a hand ascender, also called a jumar. It's basically an ergonomically designed rope grabbing device. So it's much better at grabbing the rope than your fingers are. You can see it just clips in here using a special spiky grabby mouthy thing. And then it is much nicer for your hand to hold onto than to try and grab onto a very thin, narrow rope. So what you do is once you've taken all the slack out of the system, there's various different ways of climbing with it. With the zigzag, as you can see here, I'm tending the rope with my right hand, but pulling down with my left hand. What this basically means is that actually, and as you can see here, I'm using two hands, I'm using not just my forearms, but also my shoulders, and I'm pulling a lot harder and a lot easier to get up the tree. There is another way, and it's using one of these things, which is called a foot ascender. This is a slightly smaller ascender with a very clever stirrup strappy type thing, which is designed to attach this little beauty to the side of your foot. Now, one thing I will say is that in this video, I'm just wearing basically approach shoes, basically trainers pretty much, and these work much better if you attach them to a foot that is wearing a decent pair of forestry or arborist boots. But you get the idea. This little ascender clips onto the side of your foot basically, and then you clip the rope onto that. Again, the important thing to remember here is that this isn't what is supporting your life. The zigzag attached to the bridge of your harness is what's holding you. And then what you can do here is, rather than just using your arms, which are quite strong, you can use your legs, which are much stronger. Your legs are designed to hold your body weight all day long, and they will propel you up the tree, maybe not faster, but they will do it with a lot less effort. You can see here I'm actually also using the hand ascender to sort of try and maximize my mechanical advantage for getting up the tree. Again, it was a little bit awkward. It'll always be a bit awkward at the start because the rope below you won't quite have enough weight, and it's also quite slow using a moving rope system like I am here, but that's just the way I had it set up. But either way, those are kind of the three main ways of getting up a tree using the Petzl zigzag. There's the one way, which is just pulling yourself up using your hands, which can be quite tiring. There's the next way of using a hand ascender, and then the following last way of using a foot ascender. And once you learn how to use these three different techniques, you can shimmy up a tree, maybe not as fast as this, but relatively quite quickly, and have a smile on your face that looks like you're pretty happy. So again, those are the three main kind of ways that I use the zigzag. If you've got any better ways of using it, please do let me know in the comments down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Whoa.